Hello everyone, it's SHELTECH and welcome back to another video. If you didn't know already, Pwnage released its newest mouse this month. This is the all-new Pwnage Ultra Custom Symm 2 wired mouse. It's got a symmetric design, is extremely lightweight, massive amount of RGB lighting, and is easily customizable to match your gaming setup, playstyle, and preferences. But are there enough improvements for you to upgrade from the original Ultra Custom Symm mouse? And what are those changes that make this mouse so good? So I'll do a quick unboxing, setup, check out the features, look at the customization options, do a small comparison with the original custom Symm mouse, and tell you whether it's worth it to you to pick one of these up as an upgrade or as your first lightweight mouse. And this is it, the brand new Pwnage Ultra Custom Symm 2 mouse. It comes in both a wireless and this wired version in either black or white. This wired version is going to run you about $59.99 and the wireless version is $109. So let's slide this open and see what we get in the box beside the mouse. Inside the compartment at the top is a solid shell, some adjustable weights, some extra thick PTFE skates, and different size button spacers. Under the white honeycomb Symm 2 mouse with paracord cable is some black textured side grips, and finally a thin quick start manual. So the base mouse includes a full cover set, a USB type A paracord cable, all matching the color of your order. Other accessories are sold separately, but we'll get to that later. Now let's take a closer look at the Symm 2. It's an adjustable weight mouse that can get as low as 55 grams with the right configuration. By using the 12 weights in the removable tray, you can have as little as 2.2 grams of added weight, all the way up to 18.16 grams for that heavier feel. You also got 6 buttons on this mouse with left, right, scroll wheel, DPI, forward and back on the left side. Pwnage offers 4 body styles and colors. This is the honeycomb sided mouse with the honeycomb light shell on the back. So you get that light, airy feel on the mouse during gaming. But they also offer solid sided body if you prefer. On the bottom of the Symm 2 is the hertz switch from 125, 500 to 1000 hertz maximum to cut out the lag during gameplay. There's the PTF glides on the top, middle, and bottom. And finally the PMW 3389 optical sensor with a max speed of 400 IPS. All this is connected to your computer with a 1.8 meter flexible paracord USB-A cable. That is a great length to give you slack to reach all the way to the back of your PC. The Symm 2 uses bright and unlimited colors of RGB to match the most colorful desktop setups. By pressing the DPI button repeatedly, this will change the color of the wheel to correspond with the DPI level from red for 400 DPI all the way to white for the max DPI of 16,000. All RGB can be adjusted through downloadable software from the Pwnage website, which I'll leave a link to in the description. Now taking a look at the Ultra Custom Wired Symm 2 software from that website, you will get the latest drivers and software to fully customize this mouse. This is the place to change the key assignments of all the buttons on the Symm 2 and save under one of the 5 profiles available. DPI adjustments on all 7 clicks on the DPI button can be micromanaged, so you can tweak the settings perfectly. LED can also be managed in the software, from the brightness of the lights on the mouse, the speed of one of the 9 light effects, to the actual color displayed on the mouse. Under parameter, mouse settings, scrolling, double click speed, angle adjustments, all can be tailored to your needs. And finally, macros can be recorded for special and combination moves for in-game or software performance. But what Pwnage is known for most of all is its amazing number of colored shells and mouse modifications. All their Ultra Custom mice are designed to be easily customizable to match your gaming setup, playstyle, and preference. With the honeycomb body style, you can use the included side grips to cover the holes to give your fingers more grip on the mouse. No tools are required to change the covers, just lift off the back one from the magnet and unclip the top buttons from the body. Different size button spacers can also be used to change the feel of the button clicks on the mouse. They range from 0.6mm to 0.9mm. And you would use the thin spacers for light, softer clicks and the thicker spacers for crisp and tactile feeling clicks. The Symm 2 has so many different colored shells available to purchase on the Pwnage website. I have 3 different colors right here, a nice baby blue, the orange, and the red. There are 17 different button styles, including the all new metallic coating ones. All these different buttons and the 34 cover colors can be mixed and matched to get the right combination for your mood or setup. The mouse shell weighs between 4.5 grams to 7 grams, with the honeycomb shell being the lightest, and the button cover weighs in at 5 grams. So if you're looking for the lightest mouse, the all honeycomb version Symm 2 would be your best bet. Of course, this mouse is plug and play in any USB-A port, but it would be nice if it came with a USB-C adapter or cable, as that has become the new standard. But that's pretty minor, so here's a little listen of the button clicks to see how that sounds to you. The Symm 2 feels like a smaller mouse, much smaller than the original Symm, more on par with the Razer Mini or the Logitech G203. It does feel comfortable, but may take some time for me to get used to coming from a larger mouse. The honeycomb is really nice to keep it light and cool, but I prefer the solid shell for gameplay. Now, using different grips on the Symm 2, such as the palm, claw, and fingertip grip, I find the mouse to be comfortable and responsive. This mouse is on the smaller side, so if you have large hands, you may not be as comfortable. I consider my hand to be medium sized and felt the mouse fit perfectly in the palm of my hand during gameplay. So the gaming on this mouse feels definitely nice and crisp. What I mean is the KL switches feel really good. They're supposed to be high performance gaming and supposedly have more than 80 million clicks life in them. The 100% PTFE skates have a buttery glide, and I didn't feel any snags or stutters while moving around on my mouse pad. Especially with this lightweight mouse, just give it a push and watch it glide a few inches. As you might have guessed, the Symm 2 is a follow-up to Pwnage's flagship Symm mouse. I have the wireless version here, but it's the same as the wired version minus the cord and the weights. When comparing the two, there are a few obvious design changes on the new version. DPI button is square and easier to hit during gameplay. The mouse has lost its rounded front buttons and now looks a lot like the Razer Viper instead of more like the Model O. Side buttons are also smaller, and the mouse is overall smaller, with the Symm 2 now at 118mm length compared to the 120mm of the original. There are much more cover and color options for the Symm 2, and it comes in lighter at 55 to 82 grams than the original Symm's weight of 61 to 87 grams. So as I've been using this mouse over the past few weeks, I think it is my new main mouse. I don't mind using a wired mouse, and for a wired mouse, the Symm 2 checks all my boxes. It's lightweight, customizable, colorful, quick responding, and very comfortable. One thing I wish it had was maybe a profile button on the bottom so you can switch through their presets without going into the software, but all in all, I think this is a nice upgrade to their Symm line of mice. At the price of $60, the Symm 2 does give the Razer Viper a run for its money. So what do you guys think about Pwnage's new Symm mouse? Would you be willing to use a wired lightweight mouse like this one, or would you pay the extra money to go wireless? Well, that was a look at the Pwnage Ultra Custom Symm 2 wired mouse. I hope you liked it, and thank you for staying till the end. Any questions about this mouse or any of the Pwnage line, drop those in the comments. If you want to pick up the Symm 2 for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for more tech reviews. Also, check out my other Pwnage and mouse reviews right here. Thanks for watching.